see. Nope. There we go. Hi, everyone. All right. So I got another thing to announce to go. So I'm going over here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Here. Everyone, I am open.
Now is not the right time to tell you.
All right. Mr. Predicto can be too much sometimes. So here I am. I am, ooh, that's on my hair. Hey, you got me putting on my makeup. Hi. Hello, hello, exclamation, exclamation, hey. I know, I know. I love SpaceX because it makes it, it's a bunch of white guys. It's a bunch of white guys in rockets. But how, wouldn't it be cool if you could spend $1,200 and you're like, no, I'm going to the moon for vacation. Yeah. It's a space. It looks like a rocket. Here, we'll put it out here. Here's the rocket going off. Well, I have a great friend, and you guys would get along great, and he'll probably join us soon, and he'll give you his email, and you guys can talk. He's got the whole any skinny, and then I won't get, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, because I don't have that many. Oh, gotta do that. I have to do that. Remind me before I quit off here because I'll forget. Actually, I got here. Let me do that now. Okay. Okay. Take e. I'm like, okay. There we go. I always have something. So yeah, these are cool. God, look at this. It's a cool pen I got on the thing. Yeah. Oh, I am so blessed. So today, I have been cleaning up a lot. It's been dusty because where I work at, a lot of times I would take off my clothes. I bought this because when the batteries were brand new, you know Worf from The Next Generation Star Trek? He sounded like Worf. Swear, I bought it because the only reason, because this sounds like Worf from Star Trek Next Generation. Okay. So it's a yes no thing, you know? And I used to take it to work and management would borrow it. They had a blast with it. All right, so let me just place it on my hand. Am I a born again virgin?
I am confident it is no.
And if you listen to it though, he does kind of sound like Worf, that actor, the voice. And guess what? I think he is. I'm not sure. I just gotta. But my cat's been playing with it. My cat
Without
loves
hesitation, yes.
it. Okay. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I got to get new batteries. I just haven't had the money. I usually go to the dollar store, get the batteries for these, but finding them. All right. So, oh, here's a good one. Will I get laid this weekend?
The answer is yes.
Woohoo! I got this off of Amazon. It is great. You can put it for parties. My cats love to play with it. I turn it on and put it in the middle of the room, and my cat here, the one that sleeps here, my little Bobby, loves it.
It is a strong possibility.
Yes, it is, and it doesn't just say yes, no. It's just the way it says. And I bought it because it sounds like Worf, the character that plays. Yeah, so I'm like, it's really cool. I know. I know. That's why I'm like, and it has like that same sound. Woo, and you're like, woohoo. Yeah. Oh God. So you can get this. I don't know how much they are. I bought this so long ago. It was when the lockdown happened. So that's a long manana. It is Amazon, the place where you can spend your whole paycheck. Oh. So,
Definitely yes.
yep, see, it agrees. Definitely yes. So, let's see. I happened to find one of my favorite tarot cards because I like to take them. And I had Carrie, welcome. Yeah. I talked to my other admin and he understands what's going on. He goes, oh, okay, yeah. So it's all good. We took care of everything. And today I have Mr. Predicto. It goes with yes and no questions. If you want to ask him silly questions, I ask if I'm getting laid today or this weekend. It said yes. And I asked him if I was a born again virgin. It said no. So it's pretty honest. Is Carrie in the house?
The answer cannot be found at this moment.
Oh, she's not in the house. I have a really
It is best not to say now.
So it's pretty neat, And let's see. My favorite one was one I had as a kid. It looked like a genie's lamp. It was from Radio Shack. And I tried to find it online and everything. It looked like the genie's lamp. You put in the I think it's 8 batteries. I don't remember how many batteries. You put in the batteries and you would ask it yes and no questions, but it would have this like fake smoke that came out of it, and it would go and it would go blink and it would show up like yes, no, or whatever, maybe. And it was really neat. God dang. I don't know what happened to it as my kid, But it was really one of the neat toys I had that I used to carry around. It looked like the genie's lamp. I don't know how you would look at genie yes no lamp. That was type. It was really cool. It was from Radio Shack because they sold a shitload of them, and I thought, well, I can find it on on eBay. There's no and there's no way I could find it. Should have better luck looking for the original, the cat, like the Felix the Cat type of clock thing. Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool. I loved it. And that was really neat. It was in the 70s. Radio Shack, 70s and 80s. I say even, when they opened up, and I don't know when they opened up, but they had a Radio Shack here in Prump. And I thought, wow, this is cool. And that only lasted so long. When we had the thing where we closed everything down, they never opened up. Oh, yes, I am really happy. Yes, you can ask me anything. The Oracle. Oh, this? Okay, yeah, all right. Well, let me turn this off. This gets a bit much. All right, let me get there. Hey, Six Killer. Okay, he's been dealing with his own stuff. All right. I did scroll. You said, yeah, I look real happy. And that's all I see what Carrie wrote, unless I'm, not, uh, I can't even see. All I see is, can I ask you if I ever get to move to Pahrump? And, hey there, you look really happy. That's all I see that Carrie wrote, unless I missed something. Yeah. Yeah. I said, yes, you can ask me anything. I said it twice, not twice, but I said, yeah, I said, yeah, you can ask me, can I ask you if I ever get to Pahrump? Why, you're going to marry John? You got a good looking brother and you want to introduce me. Does he, my question is, does he have an ankle bracelet advice there? No, I'm joking. You can ask me anything. I will answer as honestly as I, oh, yeah, ask the machine anything. Ask the machine anything. Okay, so you ask if I ever, okay, will Carrie ever get to Pahrump? Will Carrie ever get to Pahrump?
Definitely yes.
See? You can like wave your hand over it. I liked it because people didn't have to touch it and they would play with it all day. It was fun. I went through, I think, I used to have a big bunch of batteries that I bought online and I used to throw it in there. It's easy to change out too. Will Carrie ever get to move to Pahrump? Will Carrie ever get to move to Pahrump?
The answer you seek is yes.
See? Yeah. Me, I'm going to be honest with you. I wish that I would have moved to Colorado and started my life there. And I'm kind of like stuck here now. And it's just that situation where you're like, I could have at that time moved to Colorado. How can I say this? I could have gotten a smaller piece of land, but it would have been a better built house and stuff. It would have been different. Yeah. If you can afford to move to Colorado, I would have been near my ski area. Hi, Daphne. Yes, we have it's the Mr. Predicto, so you can ask yes and no questions. So if you have a question, I can ask it. Because I just said to my son, we were like talking about this. I go, God dang. I just feel that I cannot grow spiritually, emotionally here in Pahrump. A lot of nice people and I enjoy them. It's just, you get tired of people being jealous of stupid shit. And jealousy yeah. So I think it's everywhere. Yeah. Well, mine was here. I'll ask you the same thing, you know. Oh, is John in? How about we ask, is John in a relationship with Ruth?
I am confident it is no.
Whoa, it's no. Yeah, because she was acting all pissed off that we were talking. We were having just a good conversation like how I having now. And she put up and she just started, I guess it would be taking over the room. And it was like this, you know how you have where you type up? She had it so big up on here and just I don't know if she was drunk. She was grandstanding. It was just freaking me out. I'm like, dude, how much do you need someone to call 911? Is there some, just a lot of stuff goes through my head if you grandstand and you're, I guess it'd be like yelling. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I thought she was getting kind of troll. Actually, it was, yeah, trolly. Very trolly. And I just said, jeez. Yeah, you were there. She was doing, we were asking, you and me were asking her why she was doing that. And she never answered back and you had to go. So I figured out, hey, you know, let's just, you know, I figured out that she told me she had to go make a sandwich and she never came back. So I'm like, well, it's been 10 minutes and she's not coming back. I'm just going to leave. And I thought it was funny because she was on her phone and she's leaving. I couldn't. So I just figured every time people just, John, you're so nice and so sweet. All these women want to get with you. So, want to hear something funny? All right, everybody. I thought I was getting a really, really good deal on edibles. You're going to laugh. I'm thinking, oh, I spent 30 bucks. That's almost what I spent on 5 of my things, you know, jars from, oh yeah, I got them. I got my edibles. $30 worth. I didn't look at the bottom half saying how much it was. It was, you know, it's 2 gummies. I spent close to 30 bucks for 2, 4, 6 gummies. So I'm going to try one. Which one should I try? We got cotton candy, and these two are the same. So berry blast or cotton candy. Yeah, I'm telling you, she's a popular girl. I think that some people want to be a victim and it's fun. Yeah, I guess I'm going to try the cotton candy. I got better things to do. Shoot. I really do. Okay, this is what it looks like when these are the ones that are being advertised. This is what my big money paid for. I was like, well, it's supposed to be really strong. It's 15 mg of, it's just supposed to be 60. It's supposed to be 2 gummies and they're about 60 mg a piece. So I'm gonna try one. Tastes really good. Not worth 30 bucks though. Then I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make this a better experience for all you guys. When you come in here, I want you to feel like you're in your own living room, that you are, but you feel welcome enough to come back and keep coming back, you know? It says it's supposed to take an hour. That stuff's strong. Shit. Thank God I'm not going nowhere. But that's, I go in there looking for, I'm thinking big packages, 30 bucks. I got it off the internet. It's got to be like a whole lot. So I pull them out, and this is, I spent $30. I check online, but it's off my phone. So here it is. This is what I bought online that they've been advertising. And it's only two cubes per, yeah. I have been trolled a lot. And that's why sometimes I get upset, John. You get to the point where you're like going, please, I know, you know, we know, and I get it. I get it. You are a nice person, and people just they love you. You are loved on here, but I want everyone to be loved. I had one woman, she wouldn't leave. I had to time her out for 24 hours because she just was like, I'm not leaving. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll fix that one. Bye bye. It all is. And I'm just, I put it up that a lot of these people have mental disorders and they make up shit. They're just pulling shit out of their ass, and that's what I think a lot of times. And I I've had friends and my son. I've gone on his channel. Oh yeah, when he was live streaming on TikTok, he's now on a different he goes on a different platform because he has been he's a gamer and that's what he does. Oh, according to Omega. Psych test. I'll take a psych test. I've done it. They show you the blops. Well, what got me, I had one time I had an open talk and I'm going, okay, let's talk about cryptids. And I'm like pulling out the ones that are the cryptids that we all know of, which is, of course, we got Slender Man. That has been known for thousands of years. They've drawn the Slender Man. You know how we see the drawing? Well, they've done that for, this isn't new. So I've talked about the Slender Man and drawn things, and we were going on that. And then I talked about werewolves. I thought that's an easy subject. The woman goes, well, what do you know about their mating rituals? Nothing. You don't know about the, like, I'm going to go, God damn, I'm dating a guy that's really hairy. I think I need to know some mating rituals so I could get the 411 so I can jump this guy's balls, you know? Huh. No. I I I didn't know what to say, and I go, well, we're not the Discovery Channel or Discovery Plus. Maybe you should go on there and see if they have an idea. It just, and then after a while, she would give people attitudes. I would welcome someone in, and she would ask them, do you know the mating rituals of werewolves? And I'm like, hey, yeah, do you know that? We're just curious. After a while, I just closed up shop and I moved on. I mean, I didn't get in, she didn't grandstand or nothing. I just thought it was really weird. And that was, the beginning. So you get a lot of people that just want to troll me. And I get so tired of their attitude, of people being jealous of me. I mean, for over a year, because my air conditioning unit was not working in my house, I was out in the RV, and my RV is so old that it's already collecting Social Security. It needs to have the roof redone and to have a disco ball in it. That's how old it is. I no longer have a toilet in there, so I couldn't live in there. The rats were starting a vacation in there. It smells like a big rat hole. So I'm slowly been moving out of it so I can clean it up and see what I can do with it. But I don't have the funds right now. I'm worried about just getting the bills paid. So I'm trying, I used to just sit and talk and not converse and not do what I do now. Oh, I had a dream about, it was like a video game. I used to always dream about flying over the pyramid and being like Isis, because they used to have a show in the 70s with Isis and stuff. And I thought that chick was cool. I wanted to be like Isis. So my friend told me, well, Steph, it's because you don't have dark hair. Fuck that. My mom's got 25 wigs. All my friends think I got a different mom each week. So, booyah, I went and got one of my mom's wigs that were dark, put it in. I was 8, knew how to do this shit. Put the wig on. I came to my grandmother. Look, I got dark hair now. I'm Isis. My grandmother's laughing, you know. Yeah, I put the cover thing on, but my blonde hair is all sticking up. You can see it sticking out of the wig. I look like a typical 5-year-old to put it on. My grandmother had a picture of me and told me that's what I was doing. I was going to be Isis because it didn't matter if I had blonde hair or black hair. I can wear a wig. And it's the same thing for everyone here. You can do anything. You could troll or be a friend. It is what it is. And I can't be everybody's friend and I can't be nice to some people. I mean, it sucks. It, some people take advantage of you and you don't know. Time is one of the best things. So we could talk about cryptids. I do not still know about the mating rituals of a wolf, except that my only guess would be during the full moon. Yeah. So yeah, it could be during the full moon. It could be whenever they want it. You know, I have no idea. And it's not like I know a bunch of werewolves down the street. You know? So I hope everyone, if you have any questions or if you want me to pick a card, I got these really cool ones. They were actually, there's a card shop here in Las Vegas. And they got cards and books and stuff. I really want to go there. I found them through eBay, and I happened to notice when they mailed it to me, they're from Las Vegas. That's why it came so quick. Oh my God, what a strong woman. That is amazing, John. My dad, you can even look it up in San Bernardino. They have like, how can I say? Uh, where you go, it's a ham radio operator. To become a ham radio operator, my dad was the youngest young man. He was 15 when he got his ham radio license. Was told he was the youngest guy in California, what I heard. And that was in the 50s. God, to fly though, that's fucking awesome. She's a kick-ass bitch, man. Woo! Oh, I know. I get emotional when I think of my dad. Um, I have always, in the worst time, it didn't matter if I was in trouble and my dad and I weren't talking and I left a message for him to call because something truly was happening bad, he'd be there for me. Oh, no, no, no. Because when my brother started stalking me, my dad stepped in. I did everything I could, and he just kept stepping it up, and I had my dad contact him. And my dad told him if he bothered me anymore, he would contact his producer. Oh yeah, he knew his producer and had his producer's phone number. Aww. It must have been an emotional day. So with my grandmother died of, they said, her heart attack. She was really in love with my grandfather, and she really did die of a broken heart. So did my dad. And it was this last conversation we had together. He said, don't do it like I did and be alone and die alone. Mind you, he was married to a woman that spoke very little English. And apparently she had him for 2 days, from what my brother said, in a shitted up diaper, not treating him well. And I couldn't stop working. They wouldn't give me, this is before Aztec. If I would have went to Aztec and say, I need to take care of family business, they would have let me go. No problem. They would have said, okay, just take care of business. Come back when you can. Tell us what's going on. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Thank you. Yeah, it's all love. And I love my dad. Okay, I was bad. I'm going to probably pay for that. But a couple years ago, Omega was really stupid and decided to buy a haunted bear that said somewhat haunted. That means if you, what I figure at the somewhat haunted, if you have any kind of spark, it's going to wake it up. So yeah, I end up sending that sucker to her because that sucker was haunted. There's not somewhat haunted. That's like saying somewhat a virgin. You're either a virgin or not. Somewhat a virgin. So I buy this cute little bear that was a beanie bear. It was white. It was cute. I have videos of it. And I sent that bear to my ex-mother-in-law because she, for a month, sat in the kitchen smoking in the house with all her friends in the kitchen while my dad wasn't being taken care of. And I knew he wasn't. He was, it really bothered me because I finally called my brother and said, you fucking get over there. I can't. The job I was working at over at Sherry's Ranch wouldn't let me go. I finally got my plane ticket and it was too late. He was, you know, it just, I feel like I wish I could go back into time and fix it, but I can't. You know, I should have left that job because they ended up being asshats anyway, making my life hell there. You know, sometimes it's worth just to stand up. And that's what we're going to talk about also, is standing up for, you know, I hate the people that come on here and think they're Jesus Christ. And I love all you guys. I would love to be able to suggest, oh, you got to see, I am not kidding you. I got the smallest jar. It's about this big. I said, holy hell, I can hold it in my hands. It was for $5. The other jar that they're selling on TikTok for the same thing is this big. I feel like I got chipped. I really do. I don't think I'm going to buy that again that way. So that's where I'm at. I'm like, I got a cool pen. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, how about this? Will I get a real relationship this year?
I would not count on it.
See? To me, it sounds like that, but the batteries are old, you know? You gotta, and I also been meditating with a Reiki healer. He's been pretty good. Actually, I've been feeling in the back of my neck like there's something not aligned. And I don't know, it's from sleeping, but it's been hurting and it's been cracking. And that's where I've had my operation, is right here, you know, in the back of my neck, where I've been getting a lot of pain. And I'm almost afraid to have anyone look at it and say, oh, we got to go and operate. And I'm going to be gone for almost 2 months. Shit, I can't afford that. That's what I'm thinking, all right? And I'm afraid to find out if it's serious. So, uh, tone? No. I lost a lot of weight afterwards and went on. If you understand, it's almost like the shot things they're talking about, but it's human growth hormone, HGH. And I was getting it, and my son was putting it together. We get the small syringes, like with the smallest, because I don't like shots. And that's how I lost. I lost 50 pounds. The remaining amount of weight I had to lose weight was 50 pounds. So I cheated and bought human growth hormone and put it. You can buy it online, and you'll tell you how to mix it and everything, how to put the syringe. You pull it up, get the air bubbles out, and then you pull, like, right up here, and I would do it like that. Well, from doing, yeah, that's how HGH works. Human, yeah. To the real stuff, I mean, I never tried the pills. The ones I did try weren't that good. The HGH I used was so good that I decided, you were told this is how you're supposed to use it. HGH is used where you go 1 week, a whole 7 days, and it makes you have no appetite. The second week is without HGH. Steph's like, fuck that. I went 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and it kind of screwed me up. I'm going to be honest. If I would have done it 1 week on, 1 week off, it wouldn't have made no difference. If it, I had this, I don't know what it was. I had this thing wanting to be healthy and wanting to be at my goal weight. And I finally said, I'm going to cheat and do this. And it worked. Yeah, it does work. You can order it online. I would have to ask my son where he ordered it from, because I just gave him the money. Hey, Devin, hey, where did you order that HGH that one time I had?
I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering. I'm on live now. I'm watching Harry Pothead. Yeah. Your cat's over here. He's loving his, yeah, he loves being here with me. Oh, and the other cat's over here. I always have one. Yeah. So, yeah, Devin used to do the HGH and put it together. He go, no problem, I want to try it. The only thing I want to complain about with the HGH, wherever I had used, I'd get little indentions, like it was eating up all the fat even around there. It was really weird. But I quit using it, and now when I get really upset, or if I'm like going through stress in my life, I just quit eating. My stomach gets all knotted up. I'm just stressed out. It's really creepy, weird, but that ever since I've done that, when I get stressed out, my stomach, and it was just, that's the only thing. And I think it's because I did it 2 weeks in a row instead of giving my body time to spend that 7 days to, letting your body go, whatever. It just, to be honest, the HGH gives you extra energy too. It really does. And your back doesn't hurt as bad. Oh, Daphne said hi.
Hello.
He's on the other side. Yesterday I had my my back, how can I say this? I just had a crack in my head. It was rude. I had this that I usually put on. My favorite one is my heart one that a manager spilled here's my, let's see. There we go. What's it? I don't know what that is.
I'm stealing the cat.
All right, he's stealing Bombay. He's the easiest one, but he got out today. I left the door open and I had to chase my cats. I'm going, come back here. Oh. All right, here's me. This is what I look like at work. There you go. This is what I do at work. What you are seeing, we're working with 2-pounders. They're a little more hefty, but you know, the tables turn quick. I like that. I can do quite a bit. But my feet hurt so bad. I wore some really bad shoes. I bought these shoes and they were saying, oh, they're wonderful. They're great. They're crap. I'm going to wash them and sell them for whatever. I need to get some money back. All right. And said she's going to be gone in 2 weeks. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, this looks good. I can deal for a piece of cake. This is my birthday cake. Yay! I had a good birthday month. If I would have known I was going to be laid off, I wouldn't have paid over. It was $217. I can't afford to go on vacation. That was going to I went the flashlight tour for the Haunted Mansion. I wanted to go there because it's fucking cool. We got like, I think that the Haunted Mansion by Zach Bagans is like Warehouse 13. That was such a cool, this is like Warehouse 13. I think that one of these is okay, but man, that's expensive. 30 bucks. Oh man, I thought I'm going to have these big, Kush Cube. So I'm done. I'm going to have that. It does. It looks amazing. It was good. Oh my gosh. So I really enjoy talking to you guys. And if you have any questions, the only problems I have is communication. Always be open and understand. And I have to, the bad thing, I'm mad at me, not understanding you guys, not listening, not, you know. My son is handsome. I just don't look at him that way. I see him as my kid. He used to be real funny. As a kid, he you know, you ever see that he was like, I always think, God dang, the kid's not going to fill out. Oh, God, he's going to be one of them sick children. Oh, geez. He finally filled out, thank God. And it's great when you see your kids grow up. Both my children, I forsaken my happiness so my kids can grow up decent. How can I say, I stayed because I had to. I wasn't going to give up my kids, and it's just, things happen. Yeah. So here we go. I'm going to ask it. Will I finish cleaning my room today? Will I finish doing today?
Without hesitation, yes.
Woohoo! So I'm really happy for the fact of I get along great with my son. He's always stopping in here. He knows. It's like, see, he's hilarious. My younger cat will be like jumping, boing, 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 boing. My other cat's like, I'm just laying back. Eye-opening mascara. So I was just putting some mascara on because it looks, oh. I want to be friendly with everyone and everyone have a good time. I would like to do some live ones where, you know, we can have a little more fun. We can go camping, you know, have one out there, do some real looking for, you know, doing real ghost hunting. There's this one house near my house. It's got 10 acres, and I heard from the next door neighbors that it's now, the government owns it. So I wonder if we can get the okay from somebody who would know we're not going to trash the place. We're just going in there to seek out answers with the dead. So, yeah. I started with one cat. I'm turning into a cat lady. Come here, kitty. She goes to sit down and you hear, "Meow." I love the animals that they have on here that talk. But yeah, the most thing is communication. I feel that I've been too lazy and I'm trying to up my ante and to help people. And, you know, if you're here in Pahrump, give me a shout out. I'll meet you in a public place. I'm not worried. I have people who I think that like me. No, I have people who really do like me and who care about me. So yeah, you know, if someone wants to meet me, I'm not big enough. Help me become better, you know? I don't care. Say something, you know, give me advice, because good Lord, it's like I need to do something with my content where people feel, hey, that was a great walk. I enjoyed it. So, you know, a lot of times what I do is I would take filming all this stuff and I go to my favorite place, which is, of course, in where I have my cup on, and it's, you know, the meadows over here. I love it. It's great. And I miss talking with John, and I love talking with Madison and Carrie. And then, you know, when someone just, I don't know, if they come on here and they lose it, I just think they need a little time out and they need to get their self all settled up, and I'll be okay. I don't stay mad forever. I don't. I got better things to do in my life than to have a mad, to get upset. So let's see what we can do here. All right. Let's see what. Okay, I'm gonna pick a card for myself. They have no trespassing signs. It's owned by the government. I can ask them, see if I can get the okay. It was for sale and they did sell it. I don't know how it got to be the government's land, but yeah, it is. So there is ways to go in it. You can go in there behind the place, because all I'd have to do is just walk from, open the back gate and go back there that way. But I wanted to check it out in the daytime to find out if there's holes so we don't hurt ourselves. But right now I'd be happy with outside. I heard that it was built, it's over 100 years old. It's here in Pahrump and it has a basement. It has 10 acres. It was being sold the same time that this house was, and I was told by not just one person, but many people, that that house is bad luck. It's not worth it. It's very haunted, and no one has lived there in years, and it's just not worth it. So my ex and I bought this house, and I think it was a month later somebody moved into the house that I'm interested. It was built 100 years, over 100 years ago, by Mormons. The family moved in. They had a couple kids. They would drive their stuff all around, everything. They were there. And one day, it was after summer when the kids were starting school in the fall, they were no longer there. They spent 3 months there. So either they had come back and said, motherfucker, I'm thinking to myself, he had to have told somebody. I got it from my mascara. And I heard my friend who's, you know, who told me that is not worth it. And I go, really? He goes, oh, no, 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 that's really haunted. I go, figures. I'd be interested in a house with a basement and it's haunted. So yeah, it's a real haunted house. It's got history. It's got a basement. So yeah. You know what, guys? How about this? I'm gonna put up pictures of the outside of the house that you see from the street that they have out here on a post from here. And it's really, I've been like eyeballing that since it's been uninhabited for a while, and it's built by, it's over 100 years old. It's built by Mormons. They ran it. They used to put everything. So of course it's only like one guy and all his kids and his wives. You got a whole team there. I'm not making fun of the religion. It's just, a lot of people, you know, but it's so cool. I just wondered what happened, why it's so haunted. How many things have been going on there, I want to get an obelisk. That's where it talks, and it's really cool. When we did when I did the flashlight thing over at Zach Bagan's, they lent us an obelisk. Oh, it's so fucking cool. Walk around. Oh man, I loved it. I want to do the thing again. That's what I'll do. I'll film it then. Okay, I'll show it walking and filming it, and I can show outside too. The back outside, because you can. They didn't like gate it up where you can't go in, So that's cool with that. I know I want one, but I go, it's probably expensive. But they lent us one, the occultists. Yeah, I was like, oh, I want one, but yeah. And you know what was cool? You see, for a long time, I worried about my kids. And when they grew up and I wanted to, I guess it would be, we come down here to grow spiritually as people. We're stuck in these meat suits, but we can grow spiritually. And I didn't feel that when some people want to play patty cake with everybody, it just loses its luster. And you just want to be your own person. And it's taken a long time for me to get to where I'm at now, because I've had so many games and so many things, you know what I mean? You feel like you're broken beyond repair, and you just wish that you would be taken up to home, but you don't get to because you have a bigger plate full of stuff. Yeah. So I'm slowly getting it done. If I can make this channel a decent channel where I can make money off it and do stuff other than that, I would be good. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of what I want to do is what kind of, I'm going to write a kid's book, and how I'm going to put it out and do it that way. If my daughter lived here, I'd ask her to be too lazy to do the art. So I'm going to have to slowly learn. I used to draw all the time, and I quit doing that too. I quit doing that for 15, 20 years. I did. It wasn't worth it. I was told I was a horrible artist, and I quit doing it. And that's what I'm thinking of. I just want something that I can do. I used to go every weekend and help a friend. I know all the haunted houses in Holly because I have gone to them and I have smudge stick them. I've done that. I've been doing stuff like that since I was 12. In my family, a female in my family, once you're 12, you go through not just the change of life. I was a late bloomer, but when it came to how can I say, at the age of 12, when most people are worried about their periods, in our family you find out if you're going to be what I used to call normal or psychically endowed. And my grandma said, oh, I had no problem with, she said that I would do stuff. We played a game called Guess Who's Calling. This is before you had, this is my grandmother's rotary old phone that wasn't push button, and she never got caller ID. She said she didn't need it. You know who's calling? She would tell me, it's Auntie Addie. It would be Auntie Addie. Here, you can hear Auntie Addie's voice. So we started playing a game called Guess Who's Calling. And she would say, okay, close your eyes. Who's calling? Who do you see? You see a picture? And I go, yeah, it's Aunt Karen. Then that's who's calling. So we'd play back and forth that game. My favorite game that we would play is the ESP game. Oh, I love that game. Oh, she was so good at it. I sucked at it. She was phenomenal. Me, you have to play it with two people, and she had her brothers, so she had a lot of, now I bought this off of eBay, but back in the day we bought the same exact one from a yard sale for 50 cents. And it would come, with this. This has a thing where you can ask, oh crud, let me turn this. Oh, I hate that, darn it. There we go. Oh my god. Oh god. There we go. All right. Now my grandmother never really played with this. We never did the other stuff. We played with the cards. And my cousins could note and say, and she said, no, don't show me the cards. This is when we were first starting out, and they were brand new. They were in the cellophane, so we took them out, and my grandmother was good. Now me, but she would have fun. And you have this, you know, and you got the check mark, you got this. That's what we play. And the more you play it, the better you get. That's what she told me. There's a heart. You know, you got the different color stuff. I'm just And it's fun. But my son, he's pretty good. He's got the touch. Oh, Mom, you're just getting over exaggerated. It's not going to happen bad. I know what's going to happen. He walks away. And that's how he goes. He said, you know, you get upset, Mom, because you love your channel and people step on your toes. And he goes, don't worry. So, yeah. But anyway, when people come on here and they feel that they've been hurt and they want to be mean and they want to be toadstools and they're jealous, I don't know why. I've had this channel for a long time. In fact, I had this channel before I lost weight and I was bigger. And it's just, I need to change it. And I need to do that and need to step up. So, yeah, this was pretty cool. That's what we did. We used to play with that. And my grandmother would go, let me check. We would do, like, you would figure out your percentage by how many you got wrong. And my grandma would always get majority of them right. There would be like, this would be her wrong spot and this would be her right. She wouldn't get them all, but she would do well. I was like amazed. She was pretty cool. And then we've also been talking, everybody, I'm still going through the history. They go deeply in the history of Wake Bake. And this is not just smoke a bunch of weed and get high and do stupid stuff and run next door to your neighbor's house naked while painted green. I don't know. I'm just thinking of something crazy. But yeah, this is Elevate Your Spirit. It's about a better way to elevate your awakening of being a higher elevation, so you don't have to deal with many trolls. Because god dang, I was married to one. I don't need them on here. And I really do love you guys. Even my haters. You know, I really do. This is really good. Anyone who is in Pahrump, I really don't have the money to like go and mail. and you would like this, you get a chance to win it. So what I will do is this Sunday at 6 o'clock, I will have all the people that come on, including even the moderators, have a chance to win Wake Bake. You just have to wait until I get money to send it if you're not in Pahrump. And I will send this to you. We'll, you know, draw for it. But yeah, this is a really good, this is usually, I had a friend who moved out. I friended her, and she was in a very volatile relationship, and her mother had come in, from what I heard from her roommate, late in the night and moved her out, and they were gone, and I'm stuck with an extra book. So I got an extra book, and it's waiting for a new owner, and it's by Carrie Connor, just like the Carrie we have here, and it's well written. It's not telling you to go use weed. You can even meditate, and I've done this without using weed. It helps give you an elevation. They do talk about different forms of Buddhism. I'm learning the Buddhism part of breathing because of my stupidity. I have to, before I say anything, a lot of times, I will take a breath because I really need to not worry about saying things fast and worry about getting it out there. If you want to listen, I'm sure you'll stay and listen to my words, because I want you to live better. I want you to laugh, and I want you to say, damn it, I went on Omega's channel, and you know what? She told me that she would help. If I can help you and it's a weekend and you are having problem with spirits, I'm not a full-blown big-ass psychic and got a bunch of people that will work under my command, but I'll see what I can do, and I'll bring people over, and we will help you the best way we can. I will, at least, because I know what it's like to have, spirits that you don't know what's going on. I've been in that situation. I went to dozens of houses in Holly, Michigan that I know, and I know they had history. Oh boy. There's one, the one guy where I had a friend, he was gay and didn't want his family to find out. So I told him, you want to pretend to be my boyfriend for a bit? Sure. His family owned Pet's Pit Stop. There were 6 locations, and one was near my house. So, want me to tell you how I got a bunch of playgirls under the age of 15? You have a friend. I paid for them. What I used to do is take the Life magazines. Those fuckers are like this and this big back in the 80s. I paid for 2 magazines, the Life magazines and the Playgirl. And that's when my friend was working there. It was between me and him, and it was the 80s, and by the time I went and got married, the only thing I kept was the Brad Pitt magazine. Yes, I kept the Brad Pitt. The nude ones, yeah. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of money, but yeah, I kept the Brad Pitt Playgirl. I'm waiting to meet Brad Pitt and tell him to sign it. So anyway, he became a good friend of mine, and he grew up, and his family was Italian, and they loved me. It's not like they had me over or anything. They just loved me as a person. They would work a lot of their stores, so I would visit them every so often. When the kids grew up, they started running their stores. And he told me, I remember when I was dating my ex, and he told me he didn't know how he was going to tell his parents, and I didn't know either. It was a situation where you're like, it needs to be handled with kid gloves, because the father was the big Italian kind of guy, and I'm like, you deal with that. I love you, and I'll send you with love and hope everything works out. So I never lost touch, but the house still stands. They lived in this beautiful house on the corner right near Crapo Park. Yes, we have a Crapo Park in Holly. You can look it up. And it used to be an old folks home, very beautiful. It has like actually four, like the attics that you walk up in big stair, and it's used to be where elderly people were kept. So one day my friend came over to, the bus stop all wet, and his hair was wet and it was icing up because it was so cold. And he said, I'm not going back in there. There's an old guy that's creeping me out in there. And I go, you were the only one that left out of there. What do you mean? And he goes, there was an old guy behind me while I was brushing my teeth. I looked up and Mr. Oldster with no eyes is looking back. He goes, fuck, I left out of there like you can't believe. Yeah, it was haunted. And I asked, the mother says, well, what can you do? And I said, you need to have because they were religious, and I just told them to call the Archdiocese of Detroit. But I didn't know all the stuff going on. There's a lot of houses there that are, all the historical houses that are in Holly, Michigan are really haunted. I'm not joking. I should know, because I used to go there. I had friends who used to babysit there. Steph, could you come and you would hear stuff on the other line. I one time go, all right, I'm getting my bike. I'm going to go and see you. All right, just tell the owners that I'm coming there. I'm one of your friends. I'm not a boyfriend. All right. I had long hair and everything, but I come over my friends. If you looked in the back, because it was still the 80s, you had the hair bands, a lot of long hair. And I didn't dress too feminine, okay? I wore a lot of these. All my pants that I outgrew them in the winter, they became my summertime outfits. They became shorts because every summer I grew like a weed. Until when I was 12, I was the same height I am today. So every summer, oh, I gotta change this real quick. Come on, play. Ah. I'm playing the Harry Potter thing. So this is really good though. I've just got so much on my mind and I want to let you guys go. John, I owe you. I I have a good friend, at least online, and I owe you. And I have wonderful friends. So thank you very much. And I hope that if I give out any good advice, if you got any advice for me, I'm listening. If you have a better channel than me, raise me up. I will add you and raise you up. Thank you very much, everyone. If you need help with anything, I will start putting my email. No, I won't. If you need help with anything, message me on here. I'll see what I can do. I'm trying to keep it, for a while. I've had like the trolls get deep sometimes and it's hard. So I I owe both my hardworking admins. I I just appreciate everything that you guys do. I've been finding myself, and it's been a journey. So please be well. Keep a prayer in your pocket and love in your heart. Bye.